Alright, here we are. CCFN 73, round 2. I am Gek, and I'm here casting server 3. And it is, once again, Queen's Fighting Force, Red Bears, Seranian Vanguard, and Tactical Combat Division versus Full Contact, Zulu X-Ray Delta, Indies, and Squad Beans. Let's see. I am on the wrong side, so I'm just going to switch and then make a squad. There we go. And then now we get sort of the point of view of the opposite team. The teams have now switched sides and will be fighting sort of on opposite sides, I guess. I will once again be casting sort of the US side, then I get the comms of who's going to be there now, by the way, live in 12, but that's no matter. Now I will be getting the comms of Indies, Squad Beans, Zulu X-Ray Delta, and Full Contact instead of Seranian Vanguard, Red Bears, Tactical Combat Division, and Queen's Fighting Force. So, last round, I believe it was Squad Beans and Full Contact, and the guys are now on the US side, who won by 100 and... God damn it, 130 something tickets. I'm gonna check that really quickly because it should be easy enough to find. There we go. And they won by, holy crap, come on, it's taking forever to load in, but that's fine. They won by 160 tickets. Yeah, so there we go. That's easy enough to find out. And there we go. So we are live. Let's just quickly have a look. Maybe there's some funny rushes happening right now. It looks like they're going to drop a safety valve on Central immediately. I don't think they are. Yes. So I don't think they are planning any funny rushes. These guys on the edge here, though, are moving strangely. Let's quickly have a look. It is Full Contact. No, they were just taking an alternate route here. And it is a standard Humvee moving out. That's the quickest vehicle on this map currently. And they do look like they're pushing up, though. They could just be capturing the first flag. Let's quickly fly over and see what the Russians are doing. There they are. And they look like they're hitting. Yeah, they are definitely. So on the Russian side now, we have Red Bears. That's Red Bears, right? Yep. Red Bears now just dropping off Localar, never mind. And then, yeah, because there is a rush, and they seem to be rushing even harder than, yeah, and they're going to be in there way before, so it's Full Contact, rushing it with two vehicles. However, it is two standard Humvees versus, ooh, and they've already got the drop. Oh, and it is, holy shit. So it is the 82A. I did not notice that. I thought it was a standard BTR. But it is the 82A. And Northwest Petrivka has been captured by Red Bears. They are now completely destroying this attack here. Full Contact in deep shit. US side have captured airfield. But Red Bears appear to be holding quite well here. This Humvee taking a rocket hit, needs to move, but he's in a terrible position for moving. And goes down.
No contact.
Only Ushimata alive now, and this is actually Ushimata and XB here, but it doesn't look like it's going to mount up to anything. I think this was a pretty failed rush right from the get-go, and costing them, I think it's 12 tickets for one of these Humvees. And that Humvee right there just gonna... Oh, but they're spawning in. close to that Humvee, and you need to not be near that because that's definitely gonna blow up. Survived it though. Doesn't take any damage from that. Oh. So basically 2 of those Humvees, that's 24 tickets, I think. Yep, and that is basically the difference. Give or take a little bit. And Russians, solid hold north side. US side, those solid hold south side. And basically what needs to happen here is the US side needs to lose by 100, or the US side needs to lose by less than 160 tickets, or if they win the round, they definitely win. But it's like they need to hold out, and right now it looks like there's been a little bit of something happening over here. These guys have taken a little bit of damage. And yeah, the striker's on fire. It might have flipped. And they basically took damage because of because I don't see any other reason for it right now. There's no Russians anywhere near. So US capturing Central Novo, now need to sort of move on up. And let's quickly have a look and see if US side managing to stop this cap.
My strikers are just repairing.
This 82A still on flag here, though. Really, really dangerous keeping it this close to infantry. It looks like it's doing all right, though.
How is this non-side cap?
And I feel like US side actually holding this. I mean, they could be because this, you might not see the very, very fine lines, but this is the, what is this? This is the northeast corner of the cap zone. So everyone over here
50%
is going to be inside Legoland, now managing to pull out. But Lieutenant Winters, Royce, as well as no, yeah, Russians are definitely capping though. Definitely capping. Yeah, there's just no way because they're like 5, 6, nearly 7 guys on cap. So, and I guess that's why, yeah, there we go. They just captured. So I guess that's why they were sort of staying with that vehicle, because right now they could just rush into that vehicle, drive off, and leave whoever's there on, leave whatever enemy forces is there on flag just to rot and die.
My strikers are ready for action. Do you want them anywhere specific?
And
East, west, north?
let's quickly do a count.
Hold the flag, hold storage if you can.
9 versus actually 11, 12, 13 versus 11. So US side should be capturing this. Yep, US side definitely should be capturing this. Let's 3. Nope. Now it looks like Russians should be, but nope. Actually, yeah, they just captured storage. Never mind.
Yeah, we are capping.
So there we go. And
If we get the Watchy, we can set up a fob down here.
oh wow, and basically Russians captured this and just left. And right now, that was a bad decision. So they did exactly what I said they would, or what I thought they would. Ooh, and this 82A now taking hits, just shooting into the forest, 2 hits. This is 40 tickets rolling around. This guy needs to not be here right now. And obviously taking damage the whole time he's driving. And now I think on red health. I'm not sure if that's actually a part. So he could theoretically die. And oh no, he's getting out. Yeah, he's getting out to be safe. But this is theoretically in the open. If any strike or anything decides to come around these parts, this thing is dead. And that is not something you want to happen. Russians now defended, but they did manage to keep this 82A right here, right where it's supposed to be, and out of combat, which is excellent for the US side currently.
Are you pushing now to the north side?
And here we go. It looks like US side, really nice, strong, solid hold here on this area. And they're now actually rolling in with even more guys towards South Petrivka. What is this? I think it is a striker with a tiny bit of infantry. It's 5 Zulu X-Ray Delta boys, actually 3. If you're thinking like, because only a few of them will get out here. There we go.
Can you set up the fob? Mud grab?
Where did that?
Localar going down. And this striker should just completely perforate this house. Oh, 1 LAT hit. And he needs to just peace out. Because you do not want any hits on you whatsoever when the, 2 hits. Ooh, and look at this. It is Chris.
Enemy fob on South Petrivka location.
Chris 980. Ooh, getting taken out, but actually found the FOB, knows where it is, and can safely say he took out his share. Both of them giving up. And where's the HAB? Where's the HAB for this fob? Is there a HAB for this fob? No, and I feel like the Russians really at a disadvantage now on this flag. They're definitely losing it. And what's going on storage? I mean, there as well, Russians are extremely localized. They're not doing all too well right here. They've got the HAB, but I mean, they are... Well, they're not that localized, actually, but I mean, predominantly they are in this compound right here with the tanks just underneath me, but you do have some small contingents here and there, which is absolutely not terrible with Tactical Combat Division sneaking around on the south side underneath Indies Andro, who could have heard them, but I'm not sure. No, definitely not. Not looking the right way. So, and we do have these strikers here just wrecking havoc and completely uncontested, just firing into, and you never want it to be like that, especially, and there we go, neutralize South Petrivka. Especially with the Russians sort of having superior firepower on this map. I mean, you need to, if you want to beat the Russians as vehicle-wise, material-wise, in this sort of map, you need to have superior vehicle tactics, and we've seen that done before by various clans. But it is not easy, and here we have Red Bears moving up with a transport truck and a Logi following, but still no armored support. They're really careful with their armor. I don't think they've lost all that much. I just don't see them using it. The only armor I've seen is that 82A, and right now Zulu X-Ray Delta once again in the striker, and I feel like they are moving for northeast Petrivka, and they look like they just want to completely overrun the enemy. But I think Red Bears,
if we could get the second supply run to South Petrivka, that would be good. Then we can set up a repair station.
yeah, I think Red Bears they're definitely thinking about just staying northwest Petrivka, thinking that might be a good idea, and I completely agree. That's absolutely where you want to be. And here we have once again the 82A, the mighty strong 30mm BTR, the most expensive but deadliest vehicle in the game currently, patrolling. It is being one-manned though by Rock and Rolla, and that is an expensive bit of kit to just have one guy in it. US continually holding storage site, and this 82A trying to stay far out, and I think he should be able to see the striker here, and if he does, this striker going straight for him through the woods here, and this could mean death. swift death, and it does. There we go. That's why this thing is so goddamn important. That was I think 35 tickets just up and gone right there. But Zulu X-Ray Delta have managed to get a foothold here on Northwest Petrivka, already attacking, and by doing that, making sure that the US side just they have to keep someone here on defense. There's a full squad here now, 9 guys not attacking anything, as well as let's have a quick look who is out of position. And honestly, you don't even want to kill these guys. You don't want their fob, nothing. You just want them, like, you can stay here all you like, man, because you're out of position. So, but QFF and the rest of them now having the opportunity to spawn somewhere else. And honestly, couldn't tell you where their FOBs are right now. But
Enemy have on northwest.
this has been changed
Right,
as
guys,
well.
my strike is coming to you. Get in it quickly.
Absolutely changed. Really nice. So right now they can sort of spawn somewhere else. Ooh, the 82A has been hit. And a second time now needs to, because the third time is absolutely a charm. Alright, and this looks like a hab up here. That is definitely a hab. So QFF, everyone can spawn up here now. Seranian Vanguard. Yeah, and this thing is just rolling out. And what's this? This is an MTLB. No, that's a BTR. I heard an MTLB though. That's a standard BTR. And there's the MTLB. QFF rolling up in a 50 caliber MTLB. So basically just a troop transport. The 50 caliber is nice, but it's not like versus any vehicle. It's not gonna be able to do all that much. Zulu X-Ray Delta once again pushing in, but right now completely outmanned. And it's gonna take a lot of moving and shaking to evacuate this flag and to get all your parts where they're supposed to be. Wow, they just drove down that cliff. And we're fine for it. That's a full striker right there. They just went boom. And Indy's pulling out as well. Andro, though, out of position for pickup. And is looking like he might be stuck there. Rusko. Strong and able, though. And what the hell are they doing down here? What's going on down here? This is a vehicle repair station, maybe? No. No, they just took a lot of hits and drove off. They might have flipped it as well. That could be what's happened here. You never really know, but you do take damage while inside a burning vehicle, as honestly it should be, because I mean the thing's on fire, man. Alright, so Russians now once again stabilized and pushing out, but remember, the Russians had to win by more than 160 tickets. And right now, they're looking like that's not going to happen. Because they are 205 tickets. 205 tickets below. As well as they're losing the KD battle, which they also were last round. This round, though, it looks like it's even stronger. It's a more than 2-to-1 kill advantage for the US side, who were the Russian side last time, and also had the KD going for them. Ooh, and what was this? This was a BTR. Was it the 82A, though? I don't think so. I think the 82A was being run by Red Bears. Let's quickly have a look if that's it over there. Ooh, and it goes though. No, that's Gentleman Pyro, and that was an MTLB. That was the transport. So I mean, they just lost Yeah, Russians lost a whole bunch of tickets more here. Just by losing this material. The strikers getting damaged but surviving. Now, where is that 30mm MTLB? That's sort of what you got to keep your eye on in this matchup. Alright, so Russians are actually... Wow, so much death, man. Look at all these guys. Look at all these bodies, man. This is a lot of tickets thrown around here. And I mean, they have managed to chase out the US side. They've cleared the flag. Pretty much cleared the flag. It looks like they have one or two stragglers as well as these strikers. And this is just super duper gutsy, just rolling through flag like that. Look at that. That's exactly why you don't do that. If Otto has an RPG now, or anyone else up north here, yeah, no, but they survived by the skin of their teeth. And that's like, yeah, that's exactly why you stay at a distance and you don't piss off infantry in one of those things. Like, because if you have 10 infantry in one place, that could theoretically be 3 LATs that could kill you in a second. You wouldn't even realize it's happened till it's already happened, basically. So you got to be super duper careful. And what is this? It is on fire. That is the 30mm MTLB or the 82A. So that's the thing you need to be super careful about, because you're gonna. That's 25% of your tickets right there rolling around. So you got to be super duper careful, especially now. And they've reached a critical point because 4 more tickets lost, and they can no longer win. Actually, 3 more tickets, and they can only draw 4 more, and they can. Yeah, 4 tickets, and they can only draw, and 5 tickets, and they can only lose, basically. So it's tricky business right now. I mean, I think you've regained a little bit of tickets, but it's pretty much lost for the Russian side right now. I don't think they're going to be able to turn this around all too much, and especially with this huge wave of U.S. troops now once again trying to establish themselves on northwest Petrivka. And it's looking like, yeah, they know exactly where the hab is. They know what points to pressurize.
With 2 Humvees from main, and we're going to go in a convoy with 2 Humvees, 1 striker to kill any vehicles.
Alright, so now they want to push up. Now, a Humvee...
will be set up at South Petrivka.
A Humvee can take, I think, 3 30mm hits, and it's dead. And 3 30mm hits, that's maybe 3 seconds. I think it at least shoots once a second. So it's...
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so a Humvee won't really be able to do all that much. I mean, it's going to distract it for a little bit, but I mean, if you... Like, maybe if you had 3 Humvees versus the 40 or the 30mm BTR and all at full health, then I can conceivably see the Humvees winning. It is possible, but I wouldn't be surprised if the BTR won. Honestly, and it's fairly equal on tickets. That 36 versus 40, so it's, yeah, that makes sense.
Potential fog to the north. We see some kind of vehicles up there.
Yeah, potential fob to the north. That does make sense. Let's have a quick look. No, it is just a transpo. Bringing in some Red Bears, and the Red Bears just want to establish on flag once again, putting pressure on the U.S. side. Full contact, though, holding here, and quite secure. A lot of vehicles in position here. Oh, that is the wolf pack they put together. It is two standard Humvees and a striker.
Can the striker please push to Hector 6 marked on the map? There's an enemy vehicle. We could destroy that.
Hector 6. Yeah, so that's up there. And honestly, that's going to be 8 tickets. Not going to be doing all that much. Alright, so Squad Beans and Zulu X-Ray Delta pushing in on the northeast side here. And managing to establish a foothold. Got a couple of buildings. Not going to be able to do all that much. I mean, they are putting pressure on the Russians now from two sides, and they are struggling for it. They've lost a lot of guys. And I don't know why, but a lot of Russians are dead. Outside the sort of flag area. I think they tried to rush them. Which honestly... Yeah, and a lot of dead all over really. 111 to 403. So now a 290 ticket advantage. Russians now just defended this flag, meaning that it was being contested, but they managed to establish a complete hold on it once again. Ooh, Indies now pushing across on the north side, and Russians are extremely localized now. They have a small group here on the southeast side, but most of them are in and on the hab here. Super duper close, and Indies are gaining ground on them really, really well. Synopsy now getting a grenade ready, throws it in. Lucifer runs. Takes damage though. Another grenade going in. And now Synopsy in an excellent position here on this hab. Lucifer just taking out everything coming in here. Synopsy dying as well. The United States just neutralized this flag. So US side now really, really crushing the Russians, especially considering how localized they are. Look at all these US troops so close to the hab here. Russians are soon going to have trouble getting out of this hab, and possibly even have trouble just spawning, to be honest. And still no Russian vehicle. I mean, yeah, no Russian vehicles anywhere near here. It looks like they've been able to destroy. That could be, yeah, that definitely was. No, that was the MTLB. It did get a Humvee with it, but that's 25 to 12. So that's not a good trade. I'm just wondering. Oh, there we go. There we go. Someone lost 40 tickets immediately there. So 142 to 78, 400 ticket win. So that's a total win of 560 tickets for full contact Zulu, X-Ray, Delta, Indies, and Squad Beans. Congratulations to them. Once again, a 2-to-1 kill-death ratio, roughly.
Don't say that.
And
That's not fair.
Fucked them back to the next map.
and there we go. So, Tactical Combat Division, Seranian Vanguard, Red Bears at QFF. Thank you for joining us. Full contact, Zulu, X-Ray, Delta, Indies, and Squad Beans. Congratulations. That's been this Server 3 Round 2 on, obviously, CCFN 73. I've been Gek. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.